right now is gone, but I want to make sure it's recording. So anyway, so start taking more pictures, start taking more videos, start sharing more thoughts and ideas. And you don't have to be a speaker, a preacher, a creator to do these things. Just start sharing a little more, because just think about it. Remember the photo albums growing up? I surely do, right? Good morning, good morning. Remember those moments that we kind of look back on, and all we have the memories, and they're amazing, right? But imagine the videos. Imagine what it's going to be like 50 years from now, when your great grandchildren are looking back at the videos of you guys playing those cool games on Thanksgiving and talking trash and vibing out and laughing at one another and all of that. That's like really, really cool. And that's something I think about, think of my granddaughters and how cool it's going to be for them to be able to kind of, do life with me. Imagine me being their point of reference. Imagine it. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine them going to my content, my channel, my whatever it'll look like at that point. You know what I mean? Going to my archive, going to the Papa Reese archives, and just kind of vibing out. Man, I'm struggling with this, because our emotional challenges aren't going anywhere, right? I'm really struggling with this. What would Papa Reese say? Obviously, we have no idea what the world's going to look like, but this stuff is going to still be here. Just like we had the photo albums, they're going to have this. My granddaughters will see this. I love y'all, right? Papa Reese loves y'all. He's doing this for people right now, but for people 50 years from now. Just think about it. If you guys ever hear me say, my mentor says this, my mentor says this, y'all know who I'm talking. Most of the time, I'm talking about Jim Rohn. I never met Jim Rohn, but his content is just so fundamentally sound, and it's still applicable. I can watch something from 1982, a speech that Jim Rohn gave, and it's just spot on. Just think about that. And he's going on, he left, he's gone. But the seeds that he planted way back then are still having a positive impact on the world right now. And so that's a part of my encouragement and inspiration to show up and do all the things, right? I think about that all the time. Also, that's beautiful, right? Yes, thank. See, now we're talking. I'm gonna start doing videos for them, with them, all of that. Just think about that, right? They come across something, or there's an archive somewhere 20, 30 years from now, and it's just like, whoa, man, listen, we gotta take advantage of this amazing time that we live in, and this technology and all the things. Yeah, make some messages for them, all that fun stuff. Okay, so what we talking about? We're talking about quitting. Quitting is not an option. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that quitting is not an option. We can't quit. How we gonna quit? We're somebody's grandfather. You know what I mean, bro? Quit. We can't quit, even if we wanted to. So let's think about it, right? Why is this important? Why is this important? One of the things that you'll always hear me talk about is being first partaker, right? Listen, discouragement is not playing. That discouragement spirit, that negativity is trying to derail everything and everyone. And I know firsthand, because it's trying to get me for sure. All sorts of thoughts are showing up. All sorts of tests, trials, and challenges are coming in my direction. And it's exciting because I'm aware and I know what to do, but it's challenging, right? Because a fight's a fight. Okay, yeah, I know how to fight, but a fight's still a fight. You know what I mean? Good morning. But a fight's still a fight. And so we have to stay sharp. We have to stay connected to people, places, and things that add to our lives, that help us to fight, right? When we were coming up, there were rules. Thank you. There were rules, right? Like if we're somewhere and something jumps off and we get into it, we together, we gotta see this thing all the way through, right? If you run, imagine that. If something jumps off and you run, oh, there were prices to pay. There were prices to pay. And now, right, we're at the place where as we grow and as we mature, we're getting to choose who we do life with. Right? We get to choose who we do life with in these seasons. Growing up, it was a little bit different. And then, but even in those situations, if we went somewhere and something happened and I ran, you don't want to go hang with me anymore. As a matter of fact, I got to pay some prices for that. You know, when things when you get back around the way, something has to happen. Like I got to pay some prices for that. And so now we're at a place where we get to choose who we do life with. And the reason I put it like that, and I'm sharing it this way, is because we're under attack. We're under constant attack. We're attacked from within. The attacks are coming from within. It's us, right? We're challenging, like we're pushing forward, and we're trying to climb. But there's those voices in our head, our minds are trying to talk us out of our forward progress, trying to keep us small, trying to keep us safe. But safe is small, right? And so it's like as we push forward, all these thoughts and all these ideas and all of these things are showing up to try to stop our forward progress. And I know this is true because I'm experiencing it. And if I'm experiencing this, everyone is experiencing it. Overthinking. Exactly. And I like that you use that. We're going to come back to that. Let's put a pin on that, right? So to your point, we have to stay sharp and we have to stay focused. And again, as I always talk about, we have to be proactive. We have to be on offense, because if we're on defense, if we're just allowing life to just push us around and dictate to us what's next, and we're just going whichever way the wind blows us, we're doomed. We're doomed to quit. We're doomed to fail. We're doomed to come up short. We're doomed to play small. We're doomed not to live fully. And I want to live fully. I want to enjoy every moment of my life. I want to gather up all the things, right? I want to be mentally and emotionally fit. I want to be physically fit. I want to have healthy relationships. I want to have enough money in the bank to live the way that I truly desire to live, so that I can give and serve and do all the things that I desire to do. Because if it's possible, then it's possible for me. But possible, right? I have to, just because it's possible, that doesn't mean the world owes me anything. I have to keep working hard. I have to keep showing up. And just because I make a decision to move in a particular direction and do a particular thing, that doesn't mean that there's going to be a red carpet rolled out for me. I still have to fight. I still have to climb. And when? Every day. And that's the biggest thing that I really want to impart, that this is a constant battle. We have to show up for ourselves every day. We can't show up on the even days, and we can't show up on Sundays. We can't show up on Fridays when my energy is up or when I get a little deposit. We can't show up. No, we have to show up and fight for ourselves every day, like every day. And again, quitting is not an option. We're going to talk about adjusting, making adjustments along the way. But I want to plant that seed that it's an everyday battle. So you have to do all the things. You have to equip yourself. You have to budget your time and energy. You have to mentally and emotionally be prepared to fight every day. Some of us came from an environment where that was like a real thing. Like my grandma used to tell me to go to the store to get something. I knew that there would be a dance that might go along with that. Like literally. It's like, go to the store, go get a loaf of bread. Okay. I had to mentally and emotionally prepare to do some trash talking, which could possibly turn into a box every time. That's a stressful way of living. We should all get a check. We should all get a check. Back in the day, I had to get on the sub every day. The risk you take getting on the sub, what? Listen, Lynn, tell them, Lynn, we should all get a check. We grew up in that city. God. Anyway, moving right along. So it's a daily fight. See, we're prepared for this. Like we're prepared for this, right? Because we've had to come up in these types of environments. North Philly, we had to come up in these types of environments where literally it could go down at any second, not any moment, at any second. And the stress of that, but it was preparing us, right? It was preparing us for right now. So these mental and emotional battles, right? These things that, excuse me, these things that we're faced with every day, this actually looks familiar. It's like, okay, it's not physical like it used to be, thankfully, for me anyway, but it's still mental and emotional. And so we still have to, yeah, the one underground is the sub, and the one outside is the L. So, so anyway, come on, exactly. So we can all, or we're all speaking a similar language, and Miss Peaches is from like the Bronx or something, so she can definitely understand. So anyway, the point is, we're built for this. We can handle it. We can handle this everyday fight. Now we have to work. We have to constantly, consistently work. We have to constantly, consistently make investments in ourselves, just like we had to learn how to fight, just like we had to learn the different routes in case we had to get out of there, just like we knew which alley took us where, and we knew who was what, and then we knew who we could trust. If somebody be like, yo, you want to take a walk? Boom, 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 let's do this. It's like, oh, okay, right? You knew, okay, I'm going with so-and-so, I'm good. I know if something pop off, me and so-and-so, we're going to do what we need to do. Right? So now that so-and-so has to be us first and foremost. I have to be on my own side. So I have to do the things I need to do to equip myself for this fight. And I have to show up and fight and show up and fight and show up and fight and show up and fight. But then I also need to make sure that I'm connected to people, places, and things that I know are going to stand with me. You don't need to be around people who aren't going to stand with you. Stand with me? Yes, who aren't going to support your growth, who aren't going to support you in the fight, who aren't going to stand with you, who aren't willing to take a couple punches in the face on your behalf, right? You need people that are going to stand with you emotionally, people that are going to love you through some things, because sometimes situations and circumstances can get a little ugly, and sometimes we can kind of get off track, and we need people that are going to love us anyway, that are going to support us anyway. I don't need people in my life that if I have an off day, they looking at me funny. That if I have an off moment, if I misspeak, if I handle something not so great, that now all of a sudden, no, I need people that are going to be able to stand with me and love me through that. Because life is challenging. It's hard out here. I don't like to say that hard. I like to say challenging, but it's hard out here. It's tough out here. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful that we're in a fight, and it's a constant fight. It's every day. Every day we have to wake up and lace up our boots, ready to dance with the tests, trials, and challenges of life. There are no easy days. There aren't any easy days. And if you're having an easy day, I need you to work. I need you to use that, right? Okay, there's no direct challenges in front of me. You have to use that as preparation, right? Because tomorrow's going to be challenging. There's a fight on the way. So it's important, man. Who we're connected to is important. And more important than that, we have to be on our own side. It would be dangerous. Hey, Nat, good morning. How silly is it that you're your own worst enemy? How silly is it that it's me that's hijacking my own progress? How silly is it that it's me that's talking me out of moving forward? How silly is it that it's me that's voting against me moving up in the world? How silly is it? Right? How silly is it? But that's the common theme. That's the common theme. It's us. Right? So we have to be on our own side. We have to take control of our thought life. We can't allow just any thoughts to show up and take root. When those goofy thoughts show up that aren't in alignment with who you are and who you're becoming, and you making it to your next level, we gotta we gotta create some space in there. We have to challenge those thoughts. Right? We have to fight. We can't just allow those things to show up and take root. If you know that doesn't align with who you are, then you need to stand on your integrity, and you need to fight that thing back. You need to challenge it, and you need to challenge it with some other thoughts, with some thoughts that are empowering, that are in alignment with who you are. So when those little things come up to try to remind you of all the times you got it wrong and all the things and all the no. Yep, you're right. But today I'm doing this. But today I'm doing this. We have to continue to press forward. So let's talk about this. What I wanted to share was this, right? What I wanted to share or really talk about was quitting is not an option. That's off the table. Really, really being on your own side. And one of the ways to be on your own side, one of the ways to really, really love yourself, pardon me, which is something I'm huge on, Self-love is being on your own side. Self-love is taking control of your thought life. Self-love is speaking power to yourself and over your life, right? Self-love is taking actions that align with your own best interest. Self-love is being a friend to yourself, right? But self-love is also understanding that we already said quitting is not an option, right? Self-love is understanding that it's okay to make adjustments. Having to make adjustments along the way, I appreciate the support. You guys are the best. Self-love is understanding that making adjustments along the way is okay, but all the adjustments need to be upward, right? And this is the point that I wanted to get to. Adjust upward, right? Upward toward a higher place, point, or level. So what I'm doing now, I've shared this before, right? I have this rule where if I remove feel like from my life. So when feel like shows up, my rule is I double down. If I don't feel like it, do it twice. If I don't feel like it, I double down. So that's a rule that really helps me to stay sharp. So now another rule that I'm incorporating that you're welcome, I'm sharing, is when discouragement shows up, when quitting tries to creep in, tries to sneak in, right? When things aren't aligning the way you would hope they would align in the moment, what I need you to do is give yourself permission to make adjustments, but only upward adjustments. What's that mean? Only adjustments that actually push you to do more. Because I'm interpreting the encouragement as the discouragement that's showing up is I need to do more. That's the story I'm telling myself, because it is whatever I say it is. That's the rule, right? That's another rule you need to incorporate in your life. It is whatever I say it is. So when certain things come in, you can adjust them and flip them in your favor. So what I'm doing is, and this is new, I started thinking about this last night and then this morning, and this is something that I'm developing, but I'm sharing it with you guys because I love you guys. When discouragement shows up, I'm interpreting that as, okay, I need to do more. I need to do something else, right? I need to make some adjustments. I need to double down. I need to find a way to increase. Okay, what's working? Okay, I need to do more of that. What's not working? I need to figure that out. I need to investigate this problem. I need to dig deeper. I need to do more. I need to take action. As I always say, action is the cure-all. And so in those moments, when discouragement shows up, don't just sit in it and make yourself a victim. No. When you get discouraged, I need you to stand up. And I need you to say, whoa, I need you to challenge it. Don't let it just run up on you and then give you rabbit ears. You know what the rabbit ears are? Don't let discouragement run up on you and just tap your pockets and have you standing out in the street. Like, no, hell no. No, we got to fight that discouragement. And the way I'm saying to fight it is to interpret that as a signal, as a sign to do more, as a sign that you need to go upward. So, something is going on. I need to make an adjustment. The adjustment is I need to do more. I need to double down. I need to triple down. I need to read more. I need to study more. I need to learn more, right? I need to use the weapons and the tools that I have at my disposal. So if I have a rule in my life, I read for 30 minutes a day, but I do that in the morning and I feel great. But in the evening, discouragement comes by and punches me in the face. Okay, so let me add 15 more minutes of reading in the evening, right? Let me make an adjustment over here. Let me move this here because, wait a minute. If I do these things and I have this great morning routine and I'm feeling amazing in the morning, and then as the day goes on, I start to come down, let me make some adjustments here. Let me keep my morning routine. In fact, let me add a little bit to it, but then let me also add something midday. Let me review what's going on. Why do I crash in the middle of the day? Oh, because I have a good healthy breakfast. I do the smoothie, I do the gym, and I'm feeling amazing. And I read and I listen to my good stuff and I'm doing all the things. But then 2:30, 3 o'clock, why is that? Oh, because I pigged out at lunch. And then I had 3 honey buns. And then I had 2 Pepsis. And then I was on social just absorbing a bunch of negative garbage. Oh, that's why I crashed. Okay, so let me make some adjustments here, right? Let me cut back a little bit, right? Let me adjust the diet a little bit. Let me go for a midday walk. take a 10-minute walk around the block, right? Let me do something to charge my batteries. Let me make an adjustment here. Let me find a good podcast that I like. Let me find what's my favorite 10 songs. Let me get me a playlist that's going to help me to keep myself sharp, because the discouragement is coming. See, the discouragement doesn't even try me in the morning. Come on, y'all, I'm sharing my process with y'all. It doesn't even try me in the morning because my morning routine is solid. Oh, but as the day goes on, as life goes on, as you take punches in the face, and for me, as I deal with different people and I'm soaking things up, because I work with people, right? For those of you that aren't aware, I do a lot of coaching. I do a lot of one-on-one sessions. If you need one, let's go book it, right? Let's talk. But so when I'm sitting with you, you're dumping, you're giving me your stuff, and I'm giving you some things back, and we're working through that. But now that's on me. I've taken that from you. It's my response. Give me that. I got it. Give me that. I got it. Give me that, and you take this. Give me that, and you take this. There's a transfer that happens, and now I have that on me. And then something will happen here and something will happen here. Point being, I start my day here, and as I go throughout the day, I drain, just like the battery on this puppy, right? So I have to plug back in. And so this morning I'm looking at, okay, I'm bullish about my morning, and I'm really good in the evening. What's going on midday? Because discouragement tried to get me yesterday evening, and I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? And I brought it back around, and I finished the day pretty strong, but whoa. Let me fix this. And so now, again, the new rule is adjustments can only move me upward. The adjustment has to be to do more. More, you define more with whatever you're going through, whatever season you're in, whatever more looks like in your life in those moments. But it can only be more. We don't make an adjustment to go backwards. Now, let me qualify that real quick. An adjustment can be take a break. So when I say more can be you need some rest. Maybe you had a crappy night of sleep and then you had an intense morning, because this is what will happen to me, right? This is what will happen to me. Maybe my sleep was thrown off, right? My wife was sick last week, so she slept in her office and I couldn't rest. I couldn't sleep good. Shoot. But I'm disciplined, so I still hit my mornings hard. But then my afternoons were a little rough. It started to catch up with me, and I haven't developed the nap skill yet. That's something I keep saying. I want to become a better napper, because I probably could have crashed for a few and recharged my battery. And so when I say exactly adjustments can only move upward, the upward for me could have been take a breather, take a little nap, relax for unplug for a second, get outdoors, whatever it might be. So I'm not saying, I'm not grind, go. No. I'm saying evaluate the situation, and then the discouragement that's coming in, think about the things that keep you full. Think about the things that fill you up, that charge your batteries. Those things that make you feel like you. Those things that set you on fire. And then, right, make sure we're incorporating those things and make sure that we're doing more of that. So yes, upward. We have to move up. So sometimes up can be take a breather, right? But if you're resting too much, up needs to be, you need to get up and move. And it may change throughout the day. It may change depending on the season that you're in, but it has to be upward. Adjustments can't be I quit. Adjustments can't be, man, forget that. I'm gonna just no. Adjustments, because most of the time when we adjust, we think about, we want to rethink the entire plan. We want to throw this away. We want to do that. No. We're not doing that anymore, right? When I look at the thing and I want to make some adjustments, right? Then I have to challenge it. Okay, just because this makes sense, does it align with my purpose? Because I'm telling you, I'm looking at some things that kind of make sense on paper, but they don't align with my purpose. And that gets extra challenging when you're looking at that, because it's like, okay, here's a path right here that makes sense, right? And I could go down this path and it wouldn't be terrible, but it doesn't really align with my purpose. So, is it worth? And it's a fight anyway, because it's not easy. right? A lot of times we'll try to shift the direction. I talked about this recently, I feel like, but we'll be moving along in pursuit of our purpose, and life is boom, doing what life does. Life is lifing, and we'll say, you know what? You know what? This path is pretty. You know what? I can probably move that way because staying on purpose is beating me down. This is rough. This is challenging. I just want to, and we'll have this process, but then we'll look over here and we'll say, you know what? I'm gonna just go down this path. But that path requires a whole ton of work, a whole ton of effort as well. Let me stop giving theory. So what I do is this. I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I'm a communicator. I have the ministry of helps. I love to help people. I love to see that unlock in people, right? I love to help people go to their next level. I love to pour into people. That's my thing, right? That's the burden that I have. And so, I'm working hard to continue to develop myself and position myself to serve as many people as possible. The goal is to continue to level up so I can serve more people. So I can impact more households, so I can change more lives. And so that's the mission, to stay on course, right? And to be obedient and to be present and to be available and to always be open and ready to serve, ready to do whatever God needs in that season because I gave him a yes. And so I'm moving along, and it's challenging. It isn't easy. The work itself is challenging, and people, as I always say, we're complicated. Life is simple, but people, God, we're complicated. And so choosing to help, choosing to serve people, you would think that would be an easy path. Please, it's extremely challenging, but I love it. I said yes. So moving along, and what'll happen is I'll look at, okay, I have a lot of different skills. I've done a lot of different things, been a lot of places. And, there's a part of me that often says, I want to just, I could just learn this particular skill, go down this road, let me go get me a career in IT because I love to tinker. I like computers and such. Let me learn cybersecurity. Let me learn how to do this or that, let me learn project management. I can go down that road, but that road is hard as hell too. So any path you take, it's not like me saying, you know what, forget all that service stuff. Let me just go over here and do this. And then it's just boom, it's just going to magically open up. The point I'm making is it's challenging either way, right? So don't fool yourself into thinking that as you're pursuing your purpose and you're being tested and tried, that you're going to say, you know what, forget this. You're just going to go do something else and it's just going to magically, because the fact that this is your purpose means that's where you belong. That's what you need to be doing. And since you have to fight anyway, if you were here in the beginning, that was the first point that I drilled home. Every day we have to fight. Every day we have to wake up ready to fight the mental and emotional challenges that show up. And we have to prepare ourselves for that fight. And we have to show up and actually fight. And so since it's a fight anyway, I might as well, right? Might as well continue to drive on. Might as well continue to figure things out. May as well continue to level up, continue to invest and continue to do the work. Is it challenging? Yes. But isn't everything? If you want to achieve any level of success in any arena, it's going to be challenging. You're going to have to learn some things. You're going to have to unlearn some things. You're going to have to skill up over here. You're going to have to let some of this go. You're going to have to get around some different people. All of the exact things. So why not stay the course? Why not continue to pursue your purpose? Because here's the thing about that. I love doing this. I could do some other things, and it would be okay, but I wouldn't be able to shake the burden that I have, because again, I said yes. And my purpose was given to me. I didn't choose it. I said yes, but I didn't create me. So I was created for a particular purpose. And I don't get to change that. Right? The person that created this thing doesn't get to pick what it is, nor do I, nor do you. Now we can choose certain things. And we do have the freedom of choice, but do we really? We do have the freedom of choice, but do we really? Think about that. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, family? We do, like, do we really? So, and that's something that for you to personally explore, right? But the point that I'm making is when you identify your purpose, first of all, not many of us actually ever do. Not many of us actually have the courage to explore, because sometimes you have to go into some dark places and you have to accept some hard truths in order to honor and accept your purpose. But once you've identified that, or even there's a scent that's calling you forward, right? There's some smoke over there that's calling you in that direction, and you begin to move that way, life is going to test you. And it benefits us to just stay the course, right? Because why? Because if we say, you know what? Wow, yeah, there's something in me. Wow, that would be cool. But I'm just it's gonna be hard as hell too. And it's gonna be double challenging. Why? Because it's not your purpose. And sometimes it may even align a little bit, but right, why not just continue to drive on? Because there's no easy anyway. So why not? Right? There's no easy anyway. So why not just continue to drive on? So I said all that, went around the mulberry bush just to say, right, quitting is not an option. Adjustments are okay, but adjustments must be upward. We have to adjust for increase. We have to move forward, right? We have to do more. We have to, when we get discouraged, we have to tap into our creativity and say, you know what? Okay, we have to question, why is this showing up? Because it's getting tough. Okay, because the dots aren't quite connecting yet. Okay, but are they? Okay, well, I thought I would be further along by this time. I thought, okay, that's fair. Okay, well, accept the reality of the situation, right? You thought you'd be at level 8 by now, you're at level 6. Okay, cool. What can you do at this point? Okay, win at level 6. Work hard to achieve level 7, right? Learn everything you can learn so you can win at level 7. And then you'll get to level 8. It's okay. You'll get there, but just keep going, keep driving on. And then appreciate the fact, say, okay, well, there must be something else that I need to learn. There must be some other information that I need to gather. There must be some lessons here. Or, okay, let me use this season. I always talk about being in a holding pattern, circling the airport. While I'm doing this, let me toughen up a little bit. Toughen up, yes. Let me continue to work on myself mentally and emotionally and physically. Pardon me. Let me invest in some different relationships. Maybe, wait a minute. Pardon me. Maybe the next level hasn't been released to you yet because there's some people that you need to connect with first that you're going to need when you get to the next level. So maybe you skip the grade, right? Oh, this is a perfect example. So my son, he's 26 now, but when he was in school, book smarts were off the charts. So much so that they skipped him. They skipped him. They moved him up. They were just like, he's knocking the work out of the park. So they had him in, I don't remember the grade, but let's say he was in 5th grade. He was doing, he was doing everything that the 6th graders was doing. He was still hanging out with the 5th graders. So of course he's like, he's isolated. He's in a bubble, and they wanted to move him up. So they eventually moved him up. Now, just because he could do the work, he killed the work, but socially he couldn't keep up. He wasn't where they were socially. And then he was small at the time. He hadn't hit his growth spurt. He was little. And so he had this big brain, and any work you threw in front of him, he was able to crush it. I'm talking about crush it. Like it was like, where do you get that from? Yeah, you can get that from me. He got some things from me, but not quite that. So we had to make a decision at one point. He was ahead, and he was ahead for maybe 2 years. He did that, and it just wasn't where he was struggling. Like he was crushing it here, but he didn't fit anywhere. If you get what I'm saying, right? He didn't fit with his classmates. He didn't quite fit. So it was like intellectually he was probably ahead of everyone, but then socially he was behind. He was in a goofy space. And so we sat down and we talked, and his mom and I, we talked through it. And then we sat down with some folks at the school and said, we're going to hold him back. And it didn't make sense. So we moved him up, He was up, and then we had to move him back. And he struggled with it because at that age, he doesn't understand that. Now he was struggling, but he was so strong intellectually that he wanted to think. You know what I mean? He wanted to solve the problem. He wanted to, but he couldn't. He couldn't solve the problem of being socially awkward or being behind socially. So long and short, we decided to keep him back, and it was the best thing we could have done. He fought it at first, you know, but when we did that, you know, we found a way to challenge him as far as the books, but we got him around the people that were at his level where so that he could kind of come up and figure things out and navigate things at the pace that he was supposed to. So just because he was moving at a lightning pace over here, right? He wasn't moving at a lightning pace here, and we only looked at the one side and we threw him out there, and then he began to struggle. So anyway, the point being, could it be, and I'm sitting here reflecting now, because there are some things that I do well, really, 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 really well. But there's some areas where I need to come up. Or so it could be that I'm in a holding pattern because there's some areas that I need to strengthen. And then also there's some people that I need to connect with. There's some people that I need for my next level. There's some people that are going to have my back. There's some people that are going to stand with me. There's some people that are going to put me in position and hand me some opportunities. There's some things that are going to, right? There's some things that are necessary. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for the support. So it could be, right? So the holding pattern is happening for me. And I have to tell myself that I'm in this holding pattern, and it gets frustrating. Like I see the airport, I see planes landing, I see the runway, and God just has me just circling the airport. I'm just in this holding pattern. I'm just circling. I'm not gonna circle too much because y'all ain't gonna laugh at me if I get dizzy. But I'm circling, and I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do all the things. I'm ready. Like, what is happening? But then I look around, and literally, this is literally happening. This is happening right now out loud with you guys. But there's clearly something going on, because again, the plan is not my plan, right? There's something going on here, right? There's someone, there's something, there's some things happening down the road that need to get in order before he brings me in and releases me out into the world. And I have to be okay with that. And it's challenging, because what will happen is, if we're not careful, we will tell ourselves a different story. See, there's one story that says, okay, God has me in this holding place for a reason. Let me level up. Let me skill up. Let me look at this through a positive light. Let me just trust the process. And while I'm trusting the process, let me strengthen myself here. Let me learn more. Let me do all the things. And then there's another way of thinking that says, okay, well, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'm not capable. Maybe I didn't hear God correctly. I mean, I thought, God, I thought you said go this way. Well, I went this way, and you still have me in the holding pattern. So what? See, there's different ways to look at it. And so we have to be mindful to look at it in a way that's positive, in a way that's empowering, in a way that's trusting. And we have to make sure that while we're in the holding pattern, that we're doing all the things. My mentor taught me, my different mentor, the one that just recently passed, Bishop Mills, love him. He said, be a waiter while you wait. And I'm telling you, I hold on to that right now. So while I'm in the holding pattern, while you're in your holding pattern, I'm telling you, he did it so beautifully. I don't even do it justice the way he taught us. But he said, while you're waiting, be a waiter. He had his towel. Of course, this is little, but you get the point. He had his towel, and he would say, be a waiter while you wait. I'm waiting on God to open the door for me. But while I'm waiting, I'm going to serve. I'm going to be a waiter while I wait. And so that's my philosophy. I'm circling the airport, but I'm on the flight making sure everybody's okay. I'm on the flight doing push-ups. I'm on the flight reading. I'm on the flight studying. I'm on the flight praying. I'm on the flight doing all the things I need to do. I'm on the flight building connections. Maybe there's a person on it I need to meet before we land and everybody disperses, and I haven't made that connection yet. But as I'm circling, maybe I'll get up to use the restroom and I'll knock and I'm like, oh, well, pardon me, sister. Oh, hey, how you doing? You looking at? And then there's the conversation, and now I can go land. I don't know what it is, but I have to continue to approach it that way. And I have to be a waiter while I'm waiting. Yeah, listen, you have to be a waiter while you're waiting. And so I'm not going to allow myself to get discouraged and start pouting or start questioning or start minding other people's business. Well, what are they doing? And why is they? And they get to land. It's an open runway because they just landed. And this and this and that. No, ain't none of your business. And so that's the philosophy that I roll with. And so since I'm being a waiter while I'm waiting, when discouragement shows up, that's a sign for me to get busy. That's a sign for me to do something. That's a sign for me to take action. So discouragement means I need to take an action that aligns with my purpose and that moves me further along. Oh man, this is me. I should be. Oh, you know what? Nope. Thank you, discouragement. I'm going to now do this. Thank you, discouragement. I'm going to move in this direction. Thank you, discouragement. You see what I'm saying? And we keep it moving, but it's dangerous to allow that to creep in and to not move. It's like me standing here just allowing someone to punch me in the face. No, I gotta move, I gotta dance, I gotta slip, I gotta throw something back. I gotta dance with the thing. And too many of us are sitting down and allowing discouragement to just consume us, to just slap us around and bully us and go in our pockets and give us bunny ears and kick us in our behind and send us along on our way. And I'm saying, no. We're fighting back against discouragement. And not only are we fighting back, we're making the necessary adjustments, and the adjustments have to require increase. Any adjustment I make is going to take me to the next level. Any adjustment I make has to push me, right? I'm not going to just go into a shell. No. I'm going to adjust it, and I'm going to fight back. And that's what we have to do. Again, we have to fight. Come on, y'all. Let me see this. Okay, wait. It's creeped in, but I don't leave my chair. Listen. It's creeping in. We have to fight. We got to shake it off. We got to get up. We have to quadruple down on what it is we're supposed to be doing. Come on, Robin. Yes, you do. You do so. The fact that you're on here listening, the energy you put into typing that, no. That energy could have been invested in doing something in your own favor. And if you truly feel that way and you need some help, give me a call. Let's talk about it. I got enough energy for the both of us. I have enough faith for the both of us until yours creeps back in, until you allow it back in. You have plenty of fight. Exactly. At least you have a plan or knowledge of your purpose in mind. That's okay. Listen, everyone is at a different place, and that's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. The key is to acknowledge. Acknowledging where you are is always step one. When people say, well, what's the first thing I should do? An honest self-assessment. That's what I always say. An honest self-assessment. Don't be talking about, I'm a level 9 and you're really a level 4. Especially if you're going to come and talk to someone. Man, I've experienced this before. It's like dudes in the street lying to their lawyer. Dude, I'm here. Well, you got to give me all the information so I can keep you out of jail. People come to me for help, telling me they're at level 9. So if you tell me you're at level 9, what am I going to do? I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to help you navigate level 9 so you can get to level 10. And then after I have a couple conversations with you, come to find out and uncover that you're a level freaking 5. But you let pride get in the way and you tell yourself that, well, no, you came for help. So I don't care if you're at level 1, we're going to get you to 2, to 3, to 4. Because here's the problem with that. If you don't give an honest self-assessment, if you're not honest with where you are, then the information I'm giving you you're going to choke on it. Think about it. If you tell me if you're at level 8 and you're really at level 4, I'm giving you information right? Based on you being at level 8, meaning you've learned all the level 7, 6, 5. You have all that information. You have all those prerequisites done already. How? And then people have had the audacity to challenge what I'm telling them. And then when we peel the layers back, oh, you lied. It's like my son is he's a sixth grader, right? I can't just throw him in 11th grade tomorrow. He needs so much information from sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, and 10th grade before he's ready for 11th grade. And so it's not the teacher's fault for teaching him 11th grade work under the assumption that he's done the 10th, 9th, 8th. And that's what we tend to do. So wherever you are is perfectly fine. The key is to be honest with yourself and honest to the people that you're going to let love you through the process so that you can make forward progress. So wherever you are is perfectly fine. We're not comparing ourselves to anybody else. It doesn't matter. As long as you're honest, that's all that matters. And we fight this good fight and we climb together. So what's your level 2? Okay, great. We get you to 3, to 4, to 5. And next thing you know, you're caught up to where you need to be. Because it doesn't take a whole lot. There's some slight shifts and adjustments in mindset. And if you're willing always comes before able. If you're willing, see, a lot of people aren't willing. Willing has to come before able. You have to be willing to admit. You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to make the commitment. You have to be willing to invest the time, energy, effort, and money. You can figure out the thing. You can learn the skill. You can do the stuff. But you have to have that willingness. And most people aren't willing. Most people aren't willing to dig in and do the actual work. Most people aren't there, unfortunately. Most people just want to hack a quick fix. They want you to say something magical and then bam, they're there. No, it doesn't work that way. What have I been saying lately? I'm committed to keeping my commitment to my commitments. Make a commitment to keep your commitment to your commitments. That means I'm committed to the process. Whatever shows up, I'm willing to do that. And since you're willing, then that opens up the door. And then when the opportunity shows up, you have to pounce on the opportunity. When the instructions show up, you have to actually take the instruction. You have to do the thing. Listen, if they tell you to wax on, wax off, clean the car, do that. If they tell you to take your jacket off, put it on, take it off, hang it up, put it on, take it off, do that. Because that's later going to save your life. Those are Karate Kid references for those who missed them. Let me see what's happening. Boom, 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 boom. My apologies. Obviously, I can't catch every comment. I'm trying to, but I want to be obedient and just, give you guys what I need to give. Another form of insecurity is knowing you have greatness in you, but afraid to share. Absolutely. Absolutely. It shows up in so many different ways. Okay, wait. That's right. That comparison trap. Exactly. Then ready, willingness. Since I got fired, I lost a lot of family members and I'm very lost. I don't want to let go of. Robin, please follow me and send me a message. Send me a message so we can have a phone call. I got you. I got you for sure. Yes, definitely find your own rhythm. I got you for sure. I promise you, I got you. Let's have a conversation. I promise you. I promise you, I can help you center yourself. I promise you. We can shake those insecurities, and I can help you. So if you follow, you can send me a DM or go to the link at the top of my page, and you can schedule some time for us to chat. But please, please, please do that. Go to the top of my page and follow, and then click the little thing that says message. Please, please, please do that. I promise you, I got you. I promise you, I can help you navigate through this. I've been there. Trust me. All right. The adjustments we make, guys, have to move us forward. We have to show up and fight every day. We have to show up and fight every day. We have to be on our own side. Robin, just hit me up. Just hit me up. I got you. Just hit me up. And if it does cost money, okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because this is important. This is very important. So we're talking about your life. We're talking about, look at what you just wrote down there. So if it costs $1 million, it's worth it. We're talking about your life. We're talking about you transforming. Are you a mom? I'm sorry, I'm assuming I know a male and a female Robin, but are you a parent? Are you like okay? So listen. This is come on, y'all. Listen, Robin, you're worth the time. You're worth the time. You're worth the energy. You're worth the effort, and you're worth the finances. What's a couple dollars when we're talking about your life? Like what? And I get it. Trust me, I understand. I understand. But we're not going to allow that to stop us. We're not going to let that be the thing that holds us back. Listen, you're surrounded. You're in a room. You're surrounded by love right now, and so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And so you deserve it. You deserve the support. You're making investments, you're doing things, you're trying to figure this thing out. And if God is speaking to you now about moving in that direction to get the help that you need for you, then whatever people say, I can't afford, I say, you can't afford not to. And this is coming from someone who I invest heavily into myself. Time, energy, effort, and money, lots of it. Lots and lots and lots of it. You would gasp at the amount of money that I spend on coaching. See, Robin, let me catch myself. Robin, we love you. We're supporting you. I don't know if you feel it, if you feel the energy in the room. Yes, you do deserve support. And look at what you just said. I really don't deserve support. I need to be strong for my daughter. Do you know what the best thing you can do for your daughter is? To take care of you, to invest in you, to be the absolute best version of Robin possible. Don't you want your daughter to see that, to glean from that, to learn from that, to feel that, to experience that? And I've been there. Let me tell you, I've been there before. There was a period of time, and this is applicable to you and many of us. There was a period of time where I didn't see the value or worth in me, but I was blessed to have sons. And at that point, before I could do it for me, I could look over and I knew I'm like, and then I'm raising young Black men. So there's a different level of, and I struggled with that for a very long time. So I understand where you are. But what I've learned is that the best thing I can do for my children is be the best version of me. Not the sneakers and not the clothes and not the PS5s and not the things. It's me be the best version of me. It's me setting that example. It's me showing them how to navigate life. It's me showing up as the best version of me. That's the best, that's the greatest gift you can give yourself, your daughter, and everyone and everything that you're connected to. So I understand where you are. Trust me, more than most. But I promise you, you are worth it. If you didn't have a daughter, you're worth it. You are absolutely worth it. So you didn't land in this conversation just haphazardly. God set it up. God had my parents meet so that I could show up and have me go through everything I went through so that I could stand here today and be here for you. So come on. No. I know you got some things going on right now, and that's okay. But listen, the love is in this room, and listen, and clearly you felt the connection. Don't let anything stop you. You better get in there and get what you need. Get in there and get what you need. Thank y'all for loving on Robin. Yes, come on now. Wait, listen. We're in this together. I'm not going to watch you fall. Thank you for your openness and honesty and sharing where you are. Most people wouldn't do that. That takes courage. That take what you did takes courage. Because someone right now is hurting and they won't reach out. And you did it publicly. You didn't just say, man, let me send him a message or let me do blah, blah, blah. You publicly said, hey, I'm going through something. Help. So that takes courage. Now just keep it going. Keep tapping into that courage. Courage means I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it anyway. It might look or feel awkward or it might make me uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. Keep that spirit and you're unstoppable. I just said willing comes before able. Be willing to show up. Be willing. Come on now. Yeah. Look at all this love. I can't read it all, but look at all this love. Come on, y'all. We gotta. Thank you for sharing that, Nat. Thank you. That's huge. Look at that. Come on, y'all. Pardon me. We gotta learn to love ourselves. We gotta learn to be on our own side. We gotta learn to think, speak, and act in a manner that's empowering to us. And I know it's challenging because the world tells us opposite. We don't have enough interactions like this. We don't love on one another enough. We don't make it okay. We don't have enough safe spaces. In any room I'm in, there's always going to be a safe space. We have to create more safe space. I appreciate you, Robin, first and foremost for sharing, but the love, the encouragement, the sharing that came from everyone, like, come on, y'all. Listen, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You have some people. You have some people that are rooting for you right now. If you were alone and you're not alone anymore, come on now. Yes. You just inspired and encouraged all of us. Look at this. Look at this love. Look at this love that you have people that are in your corner. So come on, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. So Robin, thank you. Thank you for the inspiration, Robin. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for showing us what courage and strength really looks like. Standing here and speaking, that's okay. But what you just did, that's courage in action. Nat, thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you always for your support. Thank you. Thank everyone for reaching out but Robin, you just showed that's courage. That's courage. So come on, let's go. Absolutely, let's go. You're receiving it. You are indeed. Thank you. Pardon me. I couldn't obviously catch all the comments. But Robin, you send me and look, listen, you send me a message and the folks that invited you, look, Philly Love and Lynn, they're saying reach out. So you got listen, we got you. We're gonna help you navigate this. And anyone else that may be challenged or struggling or in a dark place, you have to make yourself available. Make yourself available to receive some love. You're absolutely worth it. You're absolutely worthy of it. This was for you. And this is just the beginning. This was just to give you that nudge for you to start moving in that direction. Oh man, what time is 11:48? All right, good peoples. I need to dash. This was fun. Look at that. Yo, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. Matter of fact, before I dash, does anyone any questions? I said a lot and a lot has happened, right? I will try. I wasn't ready. You invited me yesterday, but dealing with some things. That's the best time. That's the best time. One of the interesting, funny things we do as humans, like I always say, humans, life is simple, but we're complicated. And I'm the first partaker. So I'm gonna pick on you, sis, because I love you. Right? This is what we'll do. When we're good, we want to be around, we're reaching out, we're connected, we're doing all the things, we're whoop, wow, wow, thank you, I appreciate you. We around, where you at, what's this, what's that, ha, 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 we're connected. Life punches us in the face, we retreat. No. When life punches you in the face, that's the time you need to get connected. That's the time you need to lean in. That's the time you need to connect. But we have this story that we tell ourselves. We have this way we're programmed that when I'm feeling a little off, I need to retreat to try to figure it out so that I can come back. Whereas it should be the opposite. When life punches me in the face, I need to be waving my flag. Yo, fellas, where y'all at? Y'all, where y'all at? I need a girls' night. Fellas, I need to be reaching out and staying connected with the people, places, and things that are going to feed my spirit. Now I gotta tell everybody my business because it's not for everybody. But sometimes just being connected, to the people, places, and things that are going to give you love. You could just be like, yo, I need some game night. You know what I mean? Listen, come by the crib, yo. Everybody bring something. I don't really have it this week, but just come on over. We're going to play some gestures and we're going to laugh and talk and whoop, I need that. We're going to do this. You see what I'm saying? So instead of retreating, don't wait till you're better to then go get help, to then go get connected with no. Come on. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat. Let's put some things in order. Right? So that you can get back to you or get to the level that you want to get to. I know you're dealing with some things. We all are. Me too. This whole thing, me sharing this is me sharing that discouragement keep running up on me. And I got to rumble with discouragement every day. And so I know if I'm fighting it, everyone else is as well. So I'm trying to offer it's not trying to nothing. I'm offering some assistance, right? And some different perspectives, some ways to look at it, some ways to fight it. And we're rallying together. So, but we're all dealing with some things. Trust me. I'm under huge attack as well. But retreating is not the answer. I got y'all for sure. So the key here, the thought that I want to leave with is you have to be on your own side. And we have to think, speak, and act in a manner that's empowering, that helps us move from where we are to where we want to be. Right? And we have to get to a place where we begin to mature emotionally, right? And we don't allow our emotions to govern us. Because if we do, when discouragement shows up, we'll surrender our next moves, our next steps to discouragement. And discouragement is not gonna drive you to the destination that you want. It's gonna veer off the road into a ditch. So when these emotions show up, we have to develop some skills and some different ways to sift through them and to navigate them without allowing them to govern us, lest we find ourselves in a ditch. It's okay to experience the emotions. We don't get to not experience them, but when they show up, right, I have to engage with them in a healthy manner. I have to keep them at a distance. I can acknowledge them and understand why they showed up, but then I have to use my tools, right? And then I have to understand that what happens next is up to me. So when discouragement shows up, I'm like, I don't know, something got to happen. So in my fight against discouragement, what I'm saying is, okay, you know what? I'm not going to quit. That's off the table. But I am going to make some adjustments, and I have to always make sure that my adjustments move me upward. My adjustments always have to lead to increase. My adjustments always have to charge my batteries. And so we have to continue to fight. We have to continue to fight. So, I'm here to help. Clearly, we have some others that are here to help. Please reach out And let's make it happen. You're worth the time. You're worth the energy. You're worth the effort. You're worth the finances. You're worth all of the things. Come on now. Let's go. Come on, Robin. We need you and everyone else. Honestly, we this is a call forward for all of us. Robin represents all of us right now because we all have some battles we're fighting. Chili Ellie, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we're just gonna call you Chill. Chill, we love you. We're supporting you too. Come on, y'all. We gotta fight. We have to fight, and then we have to be on our own side. We have to learn how to just kind of exhale, take a moment. And when God sends help, we have to recognize that. And we have to tap in, we have to lean into it. Don't shy away, don't run, because trust me, you're not the only one going through what you're going through. Everyone's going through their different version of that. So it's okay. Don't be ashamed. Continue to show up and fight. Listen, exactly. And it benefits us when we go through the storm, right? To change our relationship with the storm so that we can appreciate what the storm came to teach us. And we have to make sure that we tap in and that we gather everything that we can gather as we're going through said storm. It's challenging, yes, but link up with some people and listen, monitor what you're allowing in and keep fighting. We all are, but one of the things I've learned is that they never go away, they never stop. So there's no value in trying to fight against the storm and what they represent and what they are. We have to accept that we're always going to be tested. We're always going to be tried. We're always going to be challenges. We're always going to face challenges. And accept that, we have to learn how to fight better. We have to develop our tools and we have to use our tools. So, exactly. Yeah, that depression is real. I've been there. It gets dark, literally and figuratively. And it's a rumble for sure. So fight, please fight. Please fight. Give me 1 second. All right. I have to dash. I have something to do at noon. But listen, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for loving on one another. This is why we do this. This is why we do this, right? To create a space, right? To create a safe space where we can come in and just empty out and do what we need to do and love on one another and get what we need to get and show up for one another. We need more positive spaces like this. So as for me, that's a charge on me to do more. See, again, this is me. Now I need to make some adjustments so that I can level up, so my light can shine brighter, so I can create more safe spaces. Oh boy. All right, good people. Be blessed, stay positive, stay sharp, be on your own side, and listen, please keep fighting. Keep fighting for yourself. You are absolutely freaking worth it. Come on, keep fighting. And if anyone needs to tap in and desires to get connected, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's do it. Don't tell yourself a story about why you can't reach. Let's figure it out. All right. This evening, I got you. Thank you. This evening, when I figure out the time, I'll throw a post on the story. But this evening for sure. Yes, please reach out. I got y'all. All right. I'll see y'all this evening. I appreciate y'all. Look,